Hi, you might be wondering why you're experiencing knee pain, and I'm going to discuss with you the causes, the symptoms, and the prevention of knee pain, and we'll be right back after this message. Hi, welcome to Stress Out Stress Free. If you haven't met yet, my name is Vincent Woon, where I help people like you stay stress free by changing what? We're changing one habit at a time. And one habit at a time. And today we are going to be talking about knee pain, the causes, the signs and symptoms of it. All right. Being active is one of the best thing you can do for your joints, right? And the rest of your body, because it helps to bring circulation and help you to refresh your body, right? But injuries can happen, and they often involve your knees. Okay. So some most common problem are sprained ligament, meniscus tear, tendinitis, and runner knee, right? And also, if you if an old knee that wasn't properly knee injury that wasn't properly taken care of, sometimes it's flare up and then it hurts all the time too. So you need to take care of any knee problem that's that happened a long time ago. Make sure you take good care of it, or else it will come back and you come back and haunt you. All right. I'm going to share with you the causes and the symptoms and the prevention of knee pain. And if you are experiencing some discomfort or are worried about what your knees, worry about your knee pain, okay? So just please make sure that you stay and watch this video, and we go through all that we go through everything so that we can identify together and see if there's a problem for you. Okay? All right. First thing we do is we're going to find what causes knee problem, right? So what do you think causes knee problem? You can always put in the chat, let me know. If you're watching after the fact, you can still let me know. All right. So what causes knee problem? All right. Let's go to what causes knee problem, right? So number one, it can be caused by injuries, or also can be caused by mechanical problems. Yeah, right. Our body has mechanical problems, okay? Just like the car. Anyways, or some form of arthritis or other problems, Right. Let's go straight to the injuries. What kind of injuries do you think you can get from? What kind of injuries that cause knee pain, right? First, let's take a look at the ACL injury. What's ACL injury? You say ACL injury is anterior cruciate ligament, which was one of the 4 ligaments that hold your shin bone, your shin bone and your thigh bone. So your thigh bone and your shin, pretend this is your thigh and this is your shin bone. So this holds that, and with this particular injury is common for people who play basketball, soccer, or any other sports that require sudden change of direction. Maybe I would say maybe in your case still you skateboard a lot. That might sudden impact, right? Or sudden change in direction. You might hurt your ACL ligament, right? So ACL ligament. Okay. So and next one is fractured. This includes like kneecap, which is called your patella, can be broken, and during falls or auto accident, which what happens is it also weakens the bone. Can also, or your bones can also be weakened by osteoporosis, and sometimes sustain a knee fracture that happen when just by simply taking a wrong step. Okay, the next one will be knee bursitis. Knee bursitis is injury that caused by inflammation of the bursitis, Bursitis is a small sac of fluid that a small sac of cushion that cushion the outside of your knee joint so that the tendon and the ligaments can glide smoothly over the joint. Okay. And the next one will be torn meniscus. Meniscus is a tough and rubbery cartilage that act like a shock absorber, between your shin bone and your thigh bone. So just imagine like all the cartilage is around here. So it just, when you do a step, kind of like absorb the pressure. All right. And it can be torn suddenly just by twisting it, especially when you have carrying something or bearing a lot of weights. Okay. All right. And then we have Patellar Tendinitis. Is the irritation and inflammation on one or more of the tendons that can happen when inflammation can happen that when there's an injury to the patellar tendon, which runs from the kneecap to the patella. Kneecap, which is from the kneecap, which is patella, to the shin bone. So basically, kneecap is here, and then the shin bone is here. So that which allows it to kick which allows you to kick and jump and run. So usually this happens on runners, skiers, cyclists, and those who are involved in jumping sports and activities that may develop the patellar tendinitis. Okay, and then last but not least is also the overusing of knee that can trigger problem. Okay, triggers knee problem. All right, let's go to the mechanical side of the problems. Mechanical side, you might thinking like, am I a car? No, basically, it's the bones. All the mechanics in your body, not the car mechanics. Okay, sometimes first is a loose body. What happens is sometimes injury or degeneration of the bone or cartilage can just break off, and then all you know is you can feel. That the cartilage or the bone just broke off, and it is floating around in the joint itself. So think about it just think like a pencil that got caught in a door hinge. So so that's how you get the cause of the knee pain. Broken bone or the cartilage. Okay. Next one is IT band syndrome or iliotibial band syndrome. It occurs when your an IT band runs from the extend all the way from the hip to the knee joint. So you hip to the knee joint through the IT band, right? And sometimes it becomes tight and it rubs against the outside portion of your thigh bone. And what happens is, usually people like the distant runners, cyclists are pretty susceptible, they are more common to have the IT band or iliotibial band syndrome. Okay, or you can have dislocated kneecaps. Basically, there's the triangle part of the bone that covers the front of your knee, which is the patella, right? And can slip off, and you can actually see the dislocation of the kneecap. So you need to fix that. Okay, all right. And some people think knee pain just comes from it's the knee, but you don't think like hip or foot pain that can cause the excuse me, let me get some water. So some people doesn't realize that knee pain is that you have injury on the knee pain, but then the thing is it also comes from your hip and your foot. Remember, I always say, if you make sure you take care of your feet first, because if you mess up your feet, you go mess up your knee. So if you mess up your knee, then you mess up your lower back. You mess up your lower back, you're gonna mess up your upper back. Mess up your upper back, and then you're gonna have problem in the neck. And then next thing you know, you're gonna get head pain and a lot of aches and pains. Anyways, all right. So any changes you may make excuse me, you may make changes on the way you walk to spare the painful joint. Okay, so make sure you can make changes to do that, and of course you can alter the gait and they can place more stress to the knee and joint. So make sure you watch how when you walk, you make sure you have your hip and your foot in a good position. Make sure you have wear good shoes so that your feet is not like lopsided. When you're lopsided, or that will affect your hip too. So if your hip is lopsided, you can feel, let's say your hip is lopsided this way, right? So what happens is you're putting more stress on the muscle that connects to the knee on my right side, and then all the pain. Let's say all the pain is on the left side. So that's when the right side holds all the tightness. So they cause the knee pain. All right, let's go to next thing is the type of arthritis. So we have osteoarthritis. Osteoarthritis is also called degenerative arthritis, which is a common type of arthritis, which is wear and tear of the conditions when the cartilage in your knees and deteriorates. Of course, it goes by as it happens when you age. Okay, all right, and then rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is the most debilitating form of arthritis. It's an autoimmune condition and it affects almost any joint in your body, including your knees. Okay, and the pain and pain varies and it may sometimes come and sometimes go. Okay, and rheumatoid, I believe is also depends on the weather. If it's cold, you feel it and you get the pain. If it's warm and nice, no pain. Okay, the next thing is gout. Gout occurs when there's a uric acid crystal that builds up in the joint. But this one, it commonly affects the big toe, but it can also occur in the knee. And when you have gout, make sure you avoid red meat, and also animal organs, like we Asians, we like to eat liver, kidney, brains, tongues, and tripe, right? So that's stay away from all the animal organs and also red meat that could cause the build-up of the uric acid crystal. Okay, all right. Then we have pseudogout. Pseudogout is, of course, is always mistaken with gout, because pseudogout is caused by calcium-containing crystal that's developed in the joint fluid, but this is most common only in the knees. So it's most common most common in the knees, so it's pseudogout. And then we have septic arthritis. Septic arthritis, first like septic. Anyways, so this can happens in the knee. Sometimes in the knee joint and can become infected, and you get swelling, pain, and redness. So often it's often that you get a fever, and that's usually no trauma, like nothing happened to cause the pain, but then it can quickly be extensive. It can quickly creates damage to your knee and your cartilage. If you have knee pain and any symptom of septic arthritis, see the doctor right away. This might be a bigger problem. Okay, and then other problems could be Patellofemoral pain syndrome, which is pain arising between the kneecap and the underlining of the bone, the thigh bone. And usually it's pretty common among athletes and in young adults that whose kneecap doesn't track properly and it on its groove. So it's not on the track. So, and it's also in older adults who usually develops the condition by as a result of arthritis of the kneecap. Okay, so we have so many things up there that you think can triggers okay, that triggers the pain, right? So let's go to how can we prevent the pain. Although we can't prevent all injuries, but we can always make sure we be careful, take steps to make sure that this happen. This will not happen, right? So what do? Number one, you stop exercising when you feel your pain. When you feel pain in your knees, stop exercising, because it might just continue to hurt more and you're going to create more problem after that. Okay, and then if you want to also make sure when you work out, when you want to do a more intensive workout, you make sure that you start gradually, slowly. Don't just go jump into doing 100 pounds where you can where you normally should, where you normally start with 10 pounds and then you do 100 pounds right away. So you want to start gradually increase the intensity. Okay, all right. Stretch your legs before and after any physical activities. That's a given, but then sometimes we just do not think about it and you just go, let's say I want to go work out, I just go work out and then you don't stretch, and then that creates all the problem, because you need to warm up your muscle a little bit, and that's something that people normally don't do. It's let's go work out, and all they need to do is just they go in there and they start with the machines and stuff. They don't do stretches. All right, and you use knee pad, to especially to prevent bursitis, and if you're on your knees a lot, use knee pad. Okay, all right. Wearing shoes that fit, and they can support, that can offer support on you. Good support shoes. Okay, what you want to do is make sure you have your shoes always what do you call that? Just look at the sole of the shoes. You can see if the wear and tear of it. If you look at the shoes and there's kind of like a dent on the corner, make sure you either change your gait or the way you stand, or try to put insole on the side so to balance up, to make sure that you will not mess up the upper back. Why? Because or even your knees. Because if let's say this is your shoe, right? If you're lopsided a little bit, that will create problem on your knees, because what happened is your knees will be one will be straight and the other one will be what will be, how do I explain it? Your basically your knees will be let's say both of this is your knees, right? Your knees will be like this. So what happened is it's going to create problem to the knee. Okay, all right. Keep your thigh muscles strong and with regular strengthening and stretching. So your thigh is pretty important too, because if your thigh muscle is not strong enough, it's going to affect your knees, right? And if you are overweight, please make sure that you lose some weight, or overweight or too much weight is not good for you, because number one, it creates the extra burden into your knees and into your body, and it will if you don't lose it, it will put in more stress onto your joints, and especially your knees and your hips. So make sure you lose some weight, right? And then of course, be smart when you exercise. If you have osteoarthritis or chronic knee pain or reoccurring injuries, you may need to change the way you exercise. Maybe consider something more light and less impact, like swimming or underwater on water aerobics. That will help release all the pressure. Or you can do that, at least a few times a week instead of like a few times a week with water exercise, and then do less in the gym or with the equipment. And sometimes by limiting the impact on your activities, you can provide relief. Yep. Okay, so we went through all this, and so on Monday I'm going to show you how to things that you can do to help relieve your knee pain, and also you prevent your knee pain. So thank you very much for watching, and oops. All right, thank you very much for watching. If you want, you can support us at BuYMeACoffee.com/Vincent Woon. Or also you can go to oops, let me change this. All right, you can go to Present Soul /stress out stress free. I'm gonna put the link below, or the link up here on the right side of the screen, and you can support us through that way. Of course, you can always go down here to support us through the super chat. Okay, all right, and I see you in the next video. And don't forget to stay stress-free by changing one habit at a time. And don't forget, tomorrow I'm probably going to change to Q&A for Fridays now. So, I see you tomorrow, right? Don't forget to check out these videos up here. All right, and you can connect me always on Stress Out Stress Free in Facebook, and Stress Out Stress Free in Instagram, or on Twitter, Vincent Woon. Or you can always connect with me at YouTube, and we'll talk. Okay, all right. And have a good day, and I see you in the next video.